Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Sharif. In this particular video, we will discuss JEE Main 2nd September 2020 morning session question paper. All right. Now let's begin with question number 1. It's a question on sequences and series. Based on the observation, mod x lies between 1 and minus 1, y lies between minus 1 and plus 1, minus 1 and plus 1, sum to infinity of the following series. Now based on the observation, what I'll do is I'm going to divide by x minus y and multiply by x minus y. So this is x minus y into x plus y. Okay, and then plus, again this is x minus y into this is x square plus xy plus y square, plus this is x minus y into a bracket, this is x cube plus x square into y plus x into y square plus y cube and so on. This is up to infinity. So this is 1 upon x minus y into a bracket. If you multiply this becomes x square minus y square. Again if you multiply this, so this becomes x cube minus y cube. Okay, again similarly this will be equal to x to the power of 4 minus y to the power of 4. Okay, and so on up to infinity. This is so on up to infinity. This will be plus, this is so on up to infinity. Okay, so I'll group all the like terms. This 1 upon x minus y into a bracket. This can be written as x square plus x cube plus x to the power of 4 and so on up to infinity. Okay, and then I'm going to take minus common. This will be equal to y square plus y cube, y square plus y cube plus y power y square plus y cube plus y power 4 and so on up to infinity. Y square plus y cube plus y power 4 and so on up to infinity. Okay, so this is an infinite geometric series. S infinity is equal to A divided by 1 minus R. A is the first term, R is the common ratio. Here the first term will be equal to x square and common ratio will be equal to x. So you get 1 upon x minus y. Okay, S infinity is A by 1 minus R, x square divided by 1 minus x. Similarly this is y square upon 1 minus y. Okay, now I'm going to take LCM and then cross multiply. So 1 upon x minus y into a bracket, this is 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Okay, if I cross multiply, so this becomes x square minus x into y, x square into y, this is minus y square. Let me take a bigger bracket. So this becomes, I take LCM and then cross multiply. This will become x square minus x square into y minus y square, minus and minus is plus, x into y square. 1 upon x minus y. This can be written as x square minus y square. Okay, minus between these two terms x square y and xy square, if I take minus xy common, obviously you will get this as x minus y upon, this is 1 minus x. Okay, let me just group this and then take common, so easy to understand for you guys. So what I'll do is I'm going to group this x square minus y square. Okay, and then minus this is x square into y plus this is x into y square whole divided by 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Okay, so now this is equal to 1 upon x minus y into a bracket. Okay, denominator will be equal to 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Numerator x square minus y square can be written as x minus y into x plus y. Okay, I'm going to take xy common, so this becomes x minus y. you take x minus y common and cancel. So this becomes 1 upon x minus y. Here I take x minus y common. Left out is x plus y, okay, minus xy. And then whole divided by 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Into 1 minus y. So this x minus y will get cancelled. That's answer, guys. Answer is x plus y minus xy upon 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Okay, 1 minus x into 1 minus y. Okay, that's the answer, x plus y minus xy into 1 minus x into 1 minus y. That's the first option. Okay, let's move to the next question. It's a question on binomial theorem. I'm going to compare this with x plus a whole power n. Compare this with x plus a whole power n. Now tr plus 1, general term in the expansion of x plus a whole power n is tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power of n minus r into a power r. So tr plus 1 is equal to, okay, ncr. ncr is equal to 10cr. 10cr x to the power of n minus r alpha into x to the power of 1 by n whole to the power of 10 minus r into a power r. A is equal to beta into x to the power of minus 1 by 6, okay, and whole to the power of r. tr plus 1 is equal to 10cr, okay, alpha to the power of 10 minus r, okay, x to the power of 10 minus r upon 9. This is beta to the power of r, beta to the power of minus r by 6. Powers are added, okay, so add the powers of x to the power of n minus r. This is r x to the power of r by 6. Okay, add the powers of x. This is x to the power of r minus 6. So this is x to the power of r minus 6. tr plus 1 is equal to 10cr x to alpha to the power of 10 minus r, okay, and then beta to the power of r. Powers are added, you get x to the power of 10 minus r upon 9, okay, minus r by 6. Right, now the question is term independent of x, right? If it is constant term, that is term independent of x, power of x should be 0. So I should put 10 minus r upon 9 minus 6 upon r is equal to 0. Minus r upon 6, sorry, not 6 upon r upon 6. So this is r upon 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so I'm going to take LCM as 18. So this becomes 6 and 9. So LCM is 18 only, na? So this will be equal to 20 minus 2r. Okay, minus 3r is equal to 0. So you get 20 minus 5r is equal to 0. So r is equal to 4. Now substitute the value of r. If I substitute the value of r is equal to 4, so you get T5 is equal to 10C4. 10C4 alpha to the power of 10 minus 4 is 6. Okay, and then beta to the power of 4. Beta to the power of 4 and x to the power of 0. Anyways, that is 1. So T5 is equal to 10C4 alpha to the power of 6, beta to the power of 4. Now I am supposed to find what's the maximum. Now I am supposed to find what's the maximum value of this expression. Okay, so this is T5. T5, I am supposed to find the maximum value of this. Right, now what I'll do is, it's also given in the question, it's also according to the question, alpha cube plus beta square equal to 4. So let me use this. So it's given in the question that alpha cube, okay, plus beta square equal to 4. Can I write like this? Alpha cube divided by 2 plus alpha cube divided by 2, both are same, na? Beta square upon 2 and beta square upon 2 is equal to 4. Okay, now follow carefully. If I use this condition, guys, okay, AM, let me call this equation 1. So let's call this as equation 1. Alright, we all know that AM is greater than or equal to GM. Arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean. So if I have two terms, obviously a plus b by 2 is greater than or equal to root of ab. So average of this arithmetic mean of these four terms is alpha cube divided by 2 plus alpha cube divided by 2 plus beta square divided by 2 plus beta square divided by 2 okay, and whole divided by 4 is greater than or equal to root of gm. So this is equal to root of fourth root of, okay, if it is 2 then square root, if 4 term fourth root only na, so this is equal to alpha square upon 2 alpha cube upon 2 alpha cube upon 2 beta square by 2 beta square upon 2, okay, this is fourth root whole to the power of 1 by 4. Okay, now according to this given, this condition is already given. According to this given condition, this is 4 divided by 4 is greater than or equal to alpha power 6 beta to the power of 4 upon 16 whole to the power of 1 by 4. Okay, this will cancel, this will be 1. If I raise the power 4, so obviously 1 is greater than or equal to alpha power 6 beta to the power of 4 upon 16. So if I cross multiply, 16 is greater than or equal to alpha power 6 beta to the power of 4. Okay, and from this I can write this as alpha to the power of 6 beta to the power of 4 is less than or equal to 16. Less than or equal to 16, this is more, yes. So maximum value of this is 16, right? Less than or equal to 16 means maximum 16 only, na? So so T15, so equation becomes T5 is equal to, so according to the question, so maximum value of this will be equal to, let me write here, maximum, therefore max of this T5 alpha to the power of 6, max of this alpha power 6 and beta power 4, alpha to the power of 6 beta to the power of 4 is equal to 16. Okay, now according to the question, if the maximum value of term independent of x is 10k, so it is given in the question the maximum value of maximum value of alpha x power 1 by 9, okay, and then this is equal to beta into x to the power of minus 1 by 6 whole to the power of 10 whole to the power of 10 is equal to 10k, whole to the power of 10 is equal to 10k. So maximum value of this will be equal to, if I use equation 1, this will be equal to 10c4 into 16, because maximum value of this will be equal to 16 only. Max of alpha power 6 beta to the power of 4 is equal to 16. So this is 16 is equal to 10k. From here I should get the value of k. Understand? So 10c4 will be 210. If you simplify, 10c4 is 210 into 16 is equal to 10k. So I'm going to cancel the 0, guys. If you multiply, you get k is equal to 21 into 16. So this is 612, and then you get 21, 336. That's the value of k. So value of k will be equal to 336. Answer is option B. Let's move to the next question, guys. If a function is continuous for some ABC belongs to R and f dash of 0, f dash of 2 is equal to 2, f dash of 0 plus f dash of 2 is equal to E, what should be the value of A? So it's continuous, right? At x is equal to 1, at x is equal to 1, left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So if I substitute at x is equal to 1, you will get this as AE plus B into e to the power of minus 1. Okay, is equal to right hand limit, if I put 1, you get C. That's right. So this is equal to AE plus B by E is equal to C. Okay, and at x is equal to 2, at x is equal to 3, again left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. LHL is equal to RHL. Okay, now you take 3 and substitute here, you get 9C. Right hand limit, in place of C you put 3, you will get this as 9A plus 3 into 2 is 6C. 3 is common, right? So you will get this as 3C is equal to 3A plus 2C. So this means that C is equal to 3A. I got C in terms of A. I will write B also in terms of A. So this can be written as A into E plus B upon E is equal to, okay, C is equal to 3A. So I will write B also in terms of A. So B upon E is equal to 3A minus AE. Cross multiply, you get B is equal to 3AE minus AE square. Okay, this is the value of B. So I got B in terms of A, I got C in terms of A. So it's also given in the question that f dash of 0. So first let me find out f dash of x. F dash of x is equal to, if I differentiate the function, f dash of x is equal to a e power x. Differentiation of e power minus x is minus e power minus x, b e power minus x. Okay, and then x lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, and then differentiation is x square is 2x, so this is 2cx. X lies between 1 and 3. Okay, and then differentiation of x square is 2x, so this is 2ax. Okay, and then differentiation of x is 1, so this is 2c. And then 3 is less than x. Okay, and then less than or equal to 4. It is given in the question that f dash of 0 plus f dash of 2, okay, is equal to 4. F dash of 0 plus f dash of 2 is equal to E, sorry, not 4, is equal to E. Okay, with this condition is equal to E, I am supposed to find what's the value of A. So I wrote B in terms of A, C in terms of A. So obviously I'll get A in terms of E. F dash of 0 will be equal to, 0 lies between minus 1 and plus 1, right? F dash of 0 will be equal to A minus B, because e power 0 will be 1. F dash of 2 lies between 1 and 3, so f dash of 2 will be equal to 4c, okay, is equal to E. Now the value of A is equal to, A I'll keep as it is, B in terms of A, so that is 3AE minus AE square. Let me write this. So this is AE square, okay, plus 4E plus 4C. C value will be, C is equal to 3A. C is equal to 3A is equal to E. So if I multiply this becomes A minus 3AE, okay, and then plus AE square. Okay, so this is plus AE square and then plus 12A. 12A is equal to E. So you get 13A minus 3AE plus AE square is equal to E. Okay, and from this I can write 13A is equal to, if I take A common, you get 13 minus 3E, okay, plus E square is equal to E. Okay, is equal to E. Then the value of A will be equal to E upon 13 minus 3E plus E square. Okay, that's the answer, guys. A is equal to E upon 13 minus 3E plus E square. That's the last option. Okay, let's move to question number 4. Okay, follow carefully. Box 1, it's a question on Best theorem. Box 1 contains 30 cards numbered 1 to 30. Box 2 contains 20 cards numbered 31 to 50. A box is selected at random and a card is drawn from it. The number on the card is found to be a non-prime number. This is E. That's an event which has happened. Number on the drawn card is found to be non-prime number. What's the probability? It is drawn from box A. So I'm going to take E1 is equal to event of selecting box A, box 1, and E2 is equal to event of selecting box 2. This is box 2. So two numbers are there with equal probability. So probability of selecting single box, probability of E1 is equal to probability of E2 is equal to 1 upon 2. Right, now E is equal to event of selecting a non-prime number. Event of selecting Event of selecting a non-prime number. Non-prime number. So probability of E given E1. Probability of selecting a non-prime number given that it comes from first box. First box 1 to 30 numbers are there. 1 to 30, there are 10 prime numbers. 1 to 30, what are the prime numbers, guys? Prime numbers will be equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, okay, 17, 19, okay, 23, 29. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 prime numbers. 1 to 10, there are 10 prime numbers. Remaining 20 non-prime numbers are there. So 10 prime, obviously remaining 20 non-prime. So probability of selecting a non-prime number given that it comes from first box will be equal to 20 upon 30. Okay, so that's equal to 2 upon 3. And probability of E given E2. Probability of selecting a non-prime number given that it comes from the second box. Second box numbered are 31 to 50. 31 to 50. 31 to 50, there are 5 prime numbers. Okay, so what are the primes here? Prime numbers are 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. There are 5 prime numbers. So obviously remaining 15 non-prime numbers. So it will be 15 upon total 31 to 50, 20 numbers. So this is equal to 3 upon, this is 3 upon 4. Okay, so this is 3 upon 4. So now I am supposed to find what's the probability it comes from first box. There is probability of E1 given E. Probability of E1 given E is equal to P of E given E1. P of E given E1 into P of E1, okay, divided by total probability. There is P of E given E1 into P of E1 plus P of E given E2, P of E given E2 into P of E2. Okay, now if I substitute probability of E given E1 is equal to 2 by 3. Probability of E1 is 1 upon 2. Again, this is equal to 2 upon 3, 1 upon 2. Probability of E given E2 is 3 upon 4. So this is 3 upon 4 into 1 upon 2. So that 1 upon 2 I am going to cancel. This is 2 upon 3. Okay, I am going to take LCM 12. Cross multiply, you get 8 plus 9. So if I simplify this, this is 2 upon 3 into this is 12 upon 17. Okay, this will cancel 4 times. 3 4 is 12, 8 by 17. So that's answer, guys. Answer is 8 upon 17, first option. Okay, now let's move to question number 5. It's a question on applications of integral. Area and square units bounded region, area of the region outside this mod x upon 2 plus mod y upon 3 equal to 1. Okay, so if I plot the graph for this, guys, and inside the ellipse, x square, this is a horizontal ellipse, right? X square by 2 square plus y square by 3 square, okay, equal to 1. So it's a vertical ellipse, sorry. So it's a vertical ellipse. Okay, it's a vertical ellipse. Now you have a square. Now you have a square. So there are 4 lines. One of the lines, first line will be equal to x by 2 plus y by 3 equal to 1. Similarly, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth, x is negative, y positive, both negative. You get all that. I am supposed to find inside the ellipse, outside this region bounded by the lines. That is this area. Okay, now this will be 2, this will be 3. Okay, so this is x axis, this is y axis, this is A, this is B. Okay, required area is equal to area of ellipse. Okay, required area is equal to area of ellipse minus 4 times half base into height. Half of 2, height is 3. So area of the ellipse is equal to pi AB minus this will cancel, you get 12. So pi into, this is 2 into 3 minus 12. So I am going to take 6 common, you get pi minus 2. Okay, answer is option B. You take full ellipse, cut that rectangle, cut that rhombus out, that is half base into it, multiply by 4, you get the shaded part. It's mentioned in the question, inside ellipse, outside that line. So obviously this part only. So this will be this is the first part of that question, guys. 2020 paper, 2nd September. 5 questions I've done. Part 2 I'll do in the next video. Thanks for joining me, guys. Do watch, like, and share my video. Thank you, guys.